got started flying when I was a kid. I used to watch airplanes go over all the time, and about the only thing I got out of it is get my roof of my mouth sunburned from looking up. Basically, I started out with the USAF when I was 17. I enlisted into the Air Force, and I really had the bug at that time. I've still got the same bug today.
What kind of man will come to this country?
North of Superior, by luck, I had a bush pilot, Fritz who I don't think he'd ever done aerial photography before, but he was so good that if I'd never been there, he would have done wonderful aerial photography. The camera was mounted right in the nose of the plane, so if anything, the audience in the IMAX theater has an experience more intense than the pilot does, because the pilot's sitting back in a cockpit looking through a window, and the camera was just out there having the point of view of the airplane itself. And so the audience is having the experience of flight, unmediated by any other intervening factors. I've worked with a lot of pilots, and there are some that just don't get it. They don't understand how to maneuver the plane to make a good shot, and it was just natural to Fritz. He flew very low over a number of places, and he was quite surprised when this flight was over. He looked at his wing, and there, stuck in the end of the wing, was a pine cone. That indicated that we had flown about as low as we could.
I think every kid thinks that their dad is important and responsible and someone to look up to. But I remember as a kid thinking that my dad was really cool because my dad was a pilot. And let's face it, that is a pretty cool job to have. I mean, not everyone can say that their dad is a pilot.
So my very first memory of Fritz is the day that I met him. He traveled up to Ancaster to visit. I was very struck by how nervous he was. And shortly after we said our hellos, he presented me with a ring, and he said something lovely along the lines of it being symbolic of the missing pieces of the puzzle falling into place, I guess, for both of us, because we had finally met. And I don't remember his exact words because I think I was crying, but it was obvious that he had put a lot of thought into it, and I just thought it was really sweet. And to this day, I have not taken that ring off, and that was, I believe, in the summer of 2002. So that was very special. Something I'll always cherish.
Some of my favorite memories are listening to you recall your life events. And, I should add, most of the really stupid things that Stephen used to do as a kid. I think we're all surprised he lived through those. I want you to know how much I admire you, how much I admire how hard you worked to give us what we had as kids, and how very much I love you.
Keep your eyes on the road, you have upon the wheel. Keep your eyes on the road, you have upon the wheel. Yeah, we're going to the roadhouse, gonna have a good time. Yeah, the back of the roadhouse, I got some bungalows. Yeah, the back of the roadhouse, I got some bungalows. And that's for the people who like to go down slow. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll, baby.
One of the memories that sticks out in my mind most is when I was about 17 and all of my friends had a really late curfew, and I was feeling like I was being left behind because, they always had to bring me home early, so I wasn't able to stay out with them. And there was one time I was very angry. I thought I was being treated very unfairly, so I wrote Dad this very long letter. I bullet pointed my argument. I was very precise. I thought there's no way he can refuse me. And I remember I left it out for him, and he really had some fun with me by going through each one of the bullet points. And I remember him saying, yes, you have a good argument there, but I am still your father, and what I say goes. What I learned from that was not just that Dad will always win, but also that it doesn't hurt to have standards, and you don't have to follow the crowd.
She's crazy like a fool.
What about Daddy Cool?
Captain. Thanks for taking us fishing, and we hopefully will have your pancakes again sometime soon. James!
Happy birthday, Dad. I love you.
Oh, she believes in him. She loves her daddy.
Hi, Dad. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Dad.
Daddy,